All right, so welcome back right now to the next edition of Box 18 Yard Box, and today we are going to talk about a whole lot of things actually concerning the world of football. And thank you so much for tuning in, and please do like and follow and subscribe on our channel so that we can actually get more engagement, so that people who actually need this video can actually see them, football lovers all over the world. And today right now we're going to start off with a very important news about Anthony Griezmann, who actually, retired from the international football, which is actually, edging close to retiring, even in football club level, I would say. So right now, it's really an amazing journey for Anthony Griezmann, and he's actually one of France's star man. And I wonder who actually will be replacing him right now, because we've seen him in recent competition actually, fielding and actually, stamping his mark on that wing, I would say. So right now, I can't see any predecessor or someone who's actually there to, replace him, I would say. So it's actually a sad news for France, and we wish him all the very best of luck. He's actually a legend for France, won World Cup and one other major trophy, and he's actually a big miss for France as it stands now. All right, so as you all know, here with me by my right, I have
TOCHI
AF. AFC. And by my right, my left, I have
Wealth FC.
Okay.
STILES GGMU.
GGMU. All right, so today we're want to start with the happenings that happened last weekend in the world of football sport. Some key moments that actually took place last weekend, and we're going to be looking at them. We're just going to look at like 5 of them. And starting off with, we're going to look at the first key moment, which should be the one that happened yesterday, I would say, and that is Bruno red card. Now, you as an Arsenal fan, how do you see that key moment? What do you think about that red card?
I think that red card was just a carelessness from Bruno Fernandes. Although that was not supposed to be a red card. Like, to be honest, like that was not supposed to. But I think they gave him the red card based on how he approached Madison, because I think even after the match, when he was going out of the stadium, Madison told him that, bro, I know this is not a red card, but I think it's the way you approach me. That was why they gave me red card. Well, the deed has already been done, so there's nothing they could do about it. And Bruno Fernandes, I think he was supposed to be the captain of Manchester United, and right now it's as if you're running away from your responsibility. No, it's as if he's running away from his responsibility. Like when you watch Man U match, he plays as if he's not interested in football. I don't know if it's the wages or maybe it's because of his age, because it's actually getting old. No, it's actually getting old. So the good thing that Man would do for themselves is just like is to move on.
But you can't actually fault him with that red card, because he's actually asleep. So if you're just saying that, oh, the red card does not deserve to be a red card, right? And I'm still blaming him too. So I think it's not really his fault in a little way, I would say, because if you look at that red card, the proximity from the angles which the camera actually showed, it shows he was actually sleeping, and it wasn't like an open boot, I would say. Like, it didn't get him with an open, it didn't cut Madison with an open boot. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's like, let's say, side footing. It was actually sliding. So they say the intention, but I didn't see that as even a bad intention, I would say, because it's actually sliding.
He wanted to hurt Madison. You understand? It's just that maybe I want to blow you now, and at the end of it, I change my mind. You understand? So the approach, like, it was a very, very aggressive approach towards Madison, but the contact was not that bad. Assuming the contact was bad, Madison would have been injured. We wouldn't have continued that match, you understand? So I think Man United should just move on from Bruno Fernandes. He's not the guy anymore, seriously. Like, if you check his performance has really dropped. And you get so.
But I think it's just all Man U players, not just him, because it's singling him out right now. It's not really nice.
Do you know why I'm scapegoating Bruno Fernandes? Because he's the main guy in that squad. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't turn up in a match, Man U players doesn't turn up also. He's like the main guy in that team, because you can't. Bruno Fernandes is the player that you can't take him out of that Manchester United team.
It's like the gearbox.
You understand? He's like the brain box entirely. And now when your brain box is not working, how do you expect to cope? So that's just it. I think the red card was a harsh one, but I don't like it when they are giving out red card in tough matches like this. Although Manu was not prepared for that match. So the red card was like, I won't take it as anything because they were actually not even competing in that match. No urgency from Man United players. Everybody was just playing the way they like. No stability in the midfield. I can't see them striking. I can't see Manu attacking. They were just all over the place in that match. So
okay, let us say that red card actually destabilized them in a little way. So that's like one.
No, even before the red card, they were playing nonsense in that match. They were playing rubbish. So the red card was just like, let's just spoil the game. The game has been spoiled. Let's just spoil it more. You understand? Yeah. So that's just it.
All right. So that was the first key moment fixtures that happened last weekend, which you probably could have missed and want to discuss about it, and that is Bruno Fernandes red card, which is supposed not to be a red card with my own opinion, and we've seen it. Now, moving forward right now, another key moment feature which we actually want to discuss that happened last weekend is about the penalty against Man City. Now, Styles, I want to ask you, the penalty against Man City, Newcastle versus Man City, the penalty, what do you think about that penalty? Because it's one of the key moments that happened last weekend.
I'll say that the penalty is actually not a penalty. You understand? Because there was a little contact between Edison and Gordon, right? But I just feel maybe because of the way he fell and the speed in which he was coming with, you understand, I made him to fall. Assuming Edison had touched that ball, it would have been a penalty. You understand? But all the same, I'm sure happy say they give that penalty because Man City don't do. And as if say, Man U they fuck up, make everybody they fuck up. You understand? Make everybody they collect. They get joy, you understand? Because honestly, Man City squad right now is in shambles.
But because Man City is actually winning, it's not the reason why decisions has to go against them. Now that key moment, having that penalty awarded to Newcastle, it's really not nice. I won't lie, because if you check that footage clearly, you were able to see that Anderson had no contact at all with him. I would say it's just the proximity where Gordon was coming and his approach
and everything.
You understand? He didn't touch him. If you check the clip well, he didn't have any contact with him.
Gordon actually touched him.
Okay. Even when you saw the later footage, you see that when after the contact wasn't made, Gordon actually, his toe, you understand, he gets to the ground, then he fell down.
But that's a striker instinct.
There's this thing. They
just all
say
about
that
committing.
if Mohamed doesn't go to the mountain, the mountain will come to Mohamed. As Edison tried to dodge, Gordon brought the touch to him. You understand? Honestly, that is tactical to me. Yeah. You understand? Because they actually need that penalty to get at least a draw from Man City.
But what's the rule? That's a question. What's the rule? So no standing rule that says, okay, this is how it has to be.
See, there was
what's the penalty rule in football right now?
The rules is that if you miss the ball and you touch the player, is a foul.
Good.
You understand? But if you go for the ball and hit the player, it's not a foul.
Good.
So he did not touch the ball, but he touched the Gordon. You understand?
Yeah, so that's why the penalty was actually awarded yesterday. You understand?
All right, so that was actually another key moment which we've seen that happen in the world of football, and that is the penalty awarded against Man City in that game with Newcastle. Now over to the next one, and that is Pep against Mikel Arteta. Now, there was an interview actually after Mikel Arteta granted his interview about him knowing what's going on in Man City because he spent not less than 3 to 4 years there, right? Yeah. In Man City. And they interviewed Pep and they were asking Pep, what do you think that Mikel Arteta said he knows the dark art that is being practiced, in Man City. So Pep was like, okay, tell me more. I don't understand. He's not coming out clear. You have some instinct about what happened about that particular issue. Let me ask you as an Arsenal fan too. So what's your intake about what happened with Pep and Mikel Arteta saga?
So I think both Pep and Mikel Arteta are just trying to play that mind games, and they just want the EPL to be kind of entertaining, because, we have been struggling for ages. You understand? We have been struggling, and suddenly we started playing beautiful football. But unfortunately, those beautiful football didn't get us anything. We did not achieve anything by playing those beautiful football. So now that we are displaying on the pitch, currently now in the world football, we are number 1 in set pieces.
Yeah.
So I think it's based on that set piece that you're talking about, that black art, because once we have corner, once the corner is being awarded to us,
or free kicks,
our opponents we start shivering. Like, our corner kick is just like a PK. When we awarded the corner kick, it's just as if we've been awarded to play the penalty and stuff. So I think that's the key reason why people are accusing of using the black art or so. You understand? So, but I think it's just the way our club is, because we have coaches in all positions. Arsenal has really been like practicing in set pieces. It's what they do separately after normal training.
They hired a coach for it.
Yeah, we have a set piece coach. I think we should give the credit to our set piece coach instead of saying of black ash shit and you understand. So I think that's just
all right. Later on, Arteta actually came out to the media and was like, they actually want to spoil the relationship between him and Pep if they can actually do it. Well, he doesn't have a say about it, all right, but his intentions were clear. He's been around Manchester City, which we all know, and he have actually knows a lot of things going in. He have information of a lot of things going in there, but he wasn't saying that it was actually dark art or a kind of delay tactics and whatever. So that's actually a saga the media actually want to pull through. Okay, right now let's see the number 4 of the key moments that happened last week in the world of football, and that is Cole Palma 4 goal in first half. He made history to be the first English player or even the first player in EPL to actually score 4 goals in first half. Nobody have actually done it, and that is Cole Palma. He did it. So that's actually a very big moment. So what do you have to say about that? Well, tell me about it.
Well, first of all, I'll say kudos to Palma. If there is any moment for any Chelsea fan to be happy, you understand, in Premier League, then it should be this particular season. I think Chelsea is back. That moment when you say the Blues, understand? I think that moment is back. Because after the saga that happened between Ibrahimovic, you understand, leaving Chelsea as Chelsea owner, you have been experiencing a lot of setback in Chelsea. You can see a lot of players coming in, not performing well. You could see not having a proper teamwork. You could see issue with the fans and the coach, you understand, not blending together, you understand, after the time of TOCHI even. But coming down to this new era of mascara, I could feel Chelsea, like, if I'm going to watch football, you understand, and it happens to be Chelsea, I normally go with positive vibe because I know that those players are going to deliver. And looking at Palma, you understand, being our star boy, you understand, when you say star boy, you talk about Cold Hands Palma. That guy was actually he was actually everywhere on that particular match. He did his best. He brought out the best. That was a teamwork. You could see the fun it was. You understand? Watching these players, you understand, play in between themselves. You could see Sancho, you understand, despite the saga that happened, that they say if Sancho is to come to Chelsea, what, this and that and everything, you could see how he outperformed, understand, his peers. And also looking at Palma scoring hard 4 goals in first half, you could see that we are really improving, and Palma is really a golden boy right now in Chelsea. Look at that free kick. You can imagine the way he set himself and he scored that particular goal. You could see the blues in him. So I would say that was really a recommendable one. And I think Chelsea is back, having to be the first player to make that history in Premier League. I don't know. But so far as I can take myself far back to the last 10 to 20 years, nobody have done that. I could say Chelsea is really back, and kudos to Palma.
Chelsea is really back, and Palma, the golden boy right now, making history in EPL. That was the 4th moment in weekend football, which we actually talked about, and that is Palma making that goal galore in Chelsea, playing against Brighton. All right, so moving over to the 4th one right now, we want to see Aston Villa game drawing that match against Ipswich. All right, it's actually a very big moment last week that happened. That should be our last right now. So let me ask you, what do you think about that game? How they drew that game against Ipswich, the likes of Ipswich that came from relegation, and they were actually leading in that game, and they have to blow it away like that. It's actually a very vital moment in world of football. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, I would say, in EPL, there's no small club. Like I said, there is no small club. Everybody was actually rooting for Aston Villa to clinch that victory. Even me too. I thought Aston Villa was going to win. But before the match, I said to myself that Aston Villa don't want to win match. And I think this match is going to hurt them. And Ipswich is a very good side, if you ask me. Yeah, they play beautiful football. I think they have one of our star players, Umari, which is who is a very deadly right winger. He's very, very great in his left foot. So I was actually surprised, you understand, because at some point, Aston Villa was actually leading. All of a sudden, I saw 2-2 and I was like, wow, this is EPL. Don't underrate any small team, bro. So I think it's a very good result for Ipswich, because before the match, if you ask them if they would see draw, they would not believe. You get, so it's a very good result for Ipswich. Congratulations to them, because I'm not sure if they've really gotten 3 points this season. Have they won any match this season?
No, I don't think
not.
so.
So they will take the draw. It's a very big result for them.
All right, so that is the end of our 5 top moments in EPL that happened last weekend. And stay glued with us as we unwrap more coming next week. We always try to review the key moments that happen in football. And thank you so much for joining in. Please like, share this video, and also follow our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that more people who actually need this video, football lovers, football fans, anywhere they are, they can actually see our page and follow us for more. Thank you so much.